Hello and welcome back to Sci High Tech. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make an 8x8 LED matrix jack-o'-lantern with using an Arduino Uno and two 8x8 LED matrix displays. Let's get started. And here are the items that you're going to need to make for this simple project. The items you're going to need is some jumper wire, an Arduino Uno, 4 AA batteries, which will create 6 volts to be able to power the Arduino Uno, a breadboard, and two 8x8 LED matrix. And of course, you're going to need these jumper wires, which will then be used to extend these LED matrix to be able to put into your jack-o'-lantern. Now, let's go ahead and assemble this project and let's get started. And as you can see, I am using this Key Studio LED matrix. This is actually a very good LED matrix for a very decent price. And as you can see, it uses this microcontroller right here, which is to be able to control the logic of the 8x8 matrix. So now, as you can see, you just simply connect these pins to your Arduino Uno, and you'll be able to control this 8x8 LED matrix. First, I'm going to start with the breadboard, and I'm going to place the two 8x8 LED matrix displays. Place them into the breadboard just like this. Next, I'm going to take a positive jumper wire and attach it to the positive rail of the breadboard, and the other end of the jumper wire will connect to the VCC, which is the voltage input of the LED matrix. And then take another positive jumper wire and connect that VCC from that display and connect it to the other VCC from the other display, so that way they're both connected to the same input voltage. Next, take a negative jumper wire and connect the ground from that LED display to the other ground of the other LED display, so that way they're both connected to ground. And there we go, connected to ground to the negative rail of the breadboard. And there, both of the LED displays are now grounded. Next, take another jumper wire and connect the two SDA connections of the LED displays. Next, take another jumper wire and connect it to the SDA, which that will connect to the Arduino. And now repeat the same process with the SEL connection. Connect the two SELs together with the same jumper wire. And now take another jumper wire and connect it to the SEL, and that will connect to the Arduino. The SDA and SCL connection of the LED matrix will control the horizontal and vertical direction of the LEDs. Next, I'm going to take a positive and negative jumper wire, connect the negative to the negative rail, the positive to the positive rail. This will connect to the power output of the Arduino, which will connect to the LED matrix. Negative will connect to the ground, and the positive jumper cable will connect to the 3.3 volts. Next, I'm going to connect the jumper wire that's connected to the SDA connection of the LED matrix, and I want to connect that to analog 4 of the Arduino, and the SCL connected to the analog 5 of the Arduino. Perfect. Should look just like that. Now, as you can see, the eyes are closing this way. That's because it's sideways. So it really should be facing this way, like that. That's better. But there you have it. It should look just like this. I have right here my pumpkin. I have already carved it out, and now I'm ready to take my LED matrix and place it on. Now, big enough to fit these holes. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use these 2-watt resistors to stick them into place, because the legs seem to be long enough and they can fit. I just stab it into the pumpkin. There we go, just like that. There we go, just like that. And there we go, should look just like this. It actually looks really cool and really nice. I like it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take my drill and drill a hole into the pumpkin, just like that. Drill 2 holes into the pumpkin, and doing this will allow me to slip wires through the pumpkin to power these LED matrix. Next, what I'm going to do is connect these wires to the LED matrix and connect it to the breadboard and then to the Arduino. Connect it just like this, slip the wires through the hole. There we go, just like that. And now take these wires and put them into this LED matrix and put those through the holes as well. And as you can see, the wires are now inside the pumpkin. Take a paper towel and clean off the tips of these wires. And I'm going to use some isopropyl alcohol to completely clean off the wires. Doing this will prevent any kind of corrosion or any short circuiting or any kind of damages to the circuit. I just like to make sure everything is nice and clean. And as you can see, all of the wires are now connected to the breadboard. And as you can see, I connected them the exact same way as I did for the demonstration. And now connect them to the Arduino exactly the same way as before. There we go, just like this. And now place the entire circuit inside of the pumpkin. And of course, if you want, you can always put all of that inside of a Ziploc bag to keep everything more insulated, but that's optional. And now simply close the lid. And there you have it. Now you have your very own digital jack-o'-lantern or cyborg jack-o'-lantern. And there you have it. Now you know how to make your very own 8x8 LED matrix jack-o'-lantern with using an 8x8 LED matrix and using an Arduino Uno. And there you have it. Thank you for watching SciTech. I hope you learned something new, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course click on the bell icon to be notified for future SciTech videos. Till the next tech, goodbye.